Alrighty guys, how's it going? Hopefully things are good. It was brought to my attention the other day. I didn't even know nothing about it because I don't watch the channel. I had to dig through a huge stack of stuff to find what I was looking for. Luckily I still had it, but once again, this controversial 400. Been doing some chicken scratch on here too. So, ms400. This is my worst pull. This is my best pull. This is stock. Stock baseline pull right here. It's a little bit over what I think what they're advertised at or whatever, but it made 6.10 stock. Alright. I did my thing to it. And to get these percentages, it was an Omni gain calculator I googled just out of morbid curiosity, and it was a 30%, 0.16% over that torque right there. And then I was 44.43% over that horsepower right there. So, and then here's the graphs. My best pull and worst pull. You see it slump off right there because that's where all that rev limiter stuff kicks in. My port work on that saw wants to run a lot higher than it is, but unfortunately Steel put some stuff in there that allows me not to achieve what I was totally trying to do. That is not a work saw. This 400 right here, get up out of here. This 400 right here is a get-together build. I did very bad things to it. I had people hooting and hollering at me when I was building this thing, saying I was going to ruin it and so on and so forth because the way I cut the magnesium piston in it and did the funky chamber work and so on and so forth. This is not, like, I've had so many people ask me or beg me to build this build for them, and I won't do it. This is my personal saw that I have been cutting firewood with, just seeing how durable it's gonna hold up. If I blow it up, it's my saw. I care about it, but if she shits out on me, blows a big ball of fiery magnesium out the muffler or whatever, hopefully don't catch the wood pile on fire. But if I nuke this thing, it'll get set off to the side. I'll save up some money and buy parts, and we will start over and try a different formula. But I won't build this particular build for anybody. It's my build. It's my personal build, and when she craps out, I'm gonna try to beat this build. Honestly, I wished I would have just took the money I spent on that 572 and just bought another 400, if you want my honest opinion. I think I would have had more fun trying to outdo this build than what I achieved on that 572, because this saw here dumps that 572 in the dirt. But now I've only built two 400s. I built one for my buddy, and I stuffed a stout work saw build into that, and he loves it. Straight up loves it. It outperforms his ported 462. I tested that build with a 36. It pulls a 36 with authority. Maybe not quite like that one does, but it's, he's working it in, a day-to-day use environment, and he loves it. And if I was taking on work, I would stuff that style build in other people's 400s. I never had that one on the dyno. but I suspect it's probably in the 7.5 horse range. Possibly teetering 8 could be, but I didn't get as radical with it as I did mine. Now that's enough of that drama on the 400. Tired of hearing about it. You know, it was 6 horse stock. It's 8.8 horse now. Really kind of burned out on hearing about that. On a different note, I'm hoping I couldn't make it to Joe's this week. I'm hoping next week I can get this to Joe's. I already put a little scratch in this thing. It ain't even been anywhere. I don't know what happened there. Maybe a chain kissed it or something when I was putting a chain on it. But what do I got planned today? I want to make you guys a video on this. Got a 20-inch bar. This has only got, I think, 3 cookies on it. See if I can get you guys shined in here. This is a 30 and 50. I got this chain done up that we're going to do a test on. And then I have this one that I just did up the other night. And this is where I tilted the table on it. Same angles, but it's tilted. This one I haven't even ran it. It's still got the little fluffy burrs on the top. But we're going to compare these two chains today. It's still a little bit too early for me to annoy the neighbors yet. So this saw talks. I don't know where they're at. Them red earmuffs that I got, them red ones, don't do it for me. I'll run that saw with them red one, cheap Chinese ones that I think come with, I don't know, it might have been a Neotech or something some Chinese saw I bought. But this saw will make your ears ring with those. Now my Condors, which I think they're in the truck. The Condors muffle it down real good. So, but yeah, I'm gonna take that same piece of wood that I was cutting on the other day with the both the same driver unit. Might be one off, but should have enough adjustment to get it on there. The same piece I was cutting on with that experimental 7310. Boy, with that extra timing I gave that thing, when she's cold and you go to start it, kick it over so you're past top dead center, because otherwise it'll take that starter rope right out of your hand. But it really seemed to like that timing advance. She's sitting right there. I don't know if you guys paid attention in one of them cuts in that video. I started the cut and then I let completely go of the handle and was showing what it was ripping for RPM going down through there, and then I put my hand back on the top and then forced on it really hard to finish it through the cut, and she's not dropping much in RPM when I do that. I'll be really curious to see where the power curves and torque curves and what that thing's making. Same with that saw. I really don't have a clue what this thing's making. I don't want to speculate on anything until I get it tested. But yeah, I should have. I did this muffler to match my 550, and I'm gonna have to get the bigger spikes on it because I've got the paint took right off. Sometimes you'll hear it going through the wood and then all of a sudden it drastically changes tone. That's where I've buried this front of the muffler up against the block of wood. I should have angled them out just a little bit, that way if they did touch it was still allowing it to escape. But I don't know. I got two options: shorten them up or put bigger spikes on. I think it's like 40 or 50 bucks. I can get the whole wrap kit with spikes, so I'll probably just go that route. As heavy as this saw is, I would switch hit with it out in the field anyway if I was using it consistently. You definitely don't buy one of these if you want a light saw. That 400's way lighter than this thing. And yeah, so I think that about covers it. Later today we'll be testing these two chains, and I probably won't pester my buddy to get a side-by-side. I'll leave that up to you guys if you want to time them or whatever, but yeah, so that squashes it on the 400. There's the befores and afters, and don't go over to that other guy's channel and start a bunch of stuff. I don't. I said what I needed to say about it, so I think I'm gonna eat some breakfast and just wait. I'll probably get that bar and chain switched out after breakfast. So you guys take it easy and have a good one.